This is a recap on the little sketch that I'm going to finish off, trying to put some watercolour to it. So there's the land. I'm just going to put you down here so you can see. Let me get the camera straight and still. See what I'm doing here. So this is the brush I'm using. You squidge it, water comes out. Whoops. So I'll put a bit of water in there now. So hopefully I can get something going on. Start by adding a bit of colour here. This is left hand, by the way. Oh dear. So we don't know what it's going to look like actually. Let's put some green in it. It's hard actually. Harder than I thought. And this is, although it stops you messing around, which I'm liking. I'm getting too tight. So it does actually loosen you up, loosens me up, so I can get more of a natural feel to it. Sometimes if you get a little bit too picky with it, it can go a bit too tight and very uninteresting to the eye, I think. Steady the camera. As usual, I have not got my setup. I should have got it all set up properly. I tend to do things on the spur of the moment, that's my problem. And in doing so, I never seem to have the right things with me. I've always got this little set of watercolours. This is always with me. But what I should do is try and get things set up properly. I'd get a better video, I know I would. Everybody's told me that. But I like to be spontaneous. Sometimes in doing so, though, it doesn't always work. I'm going to add a little bit of warmth there, down here, and over here. Oh dear. If you can hear little squeaking and squawking noises. I think there's some little birds above us here. See already, that's making a nice little sketch, which either can be taken back home and finished at a later date. That's a bit curvy. I think it's because I'm using my left hand, but I'm no good at straight lines anyway. I always say there's no straight lines in nature. You'd be hard to find a straight line in nature, I think. I think that's true. Stems on flowers, trees, nothing straight. There's a little bit of cloud forming over there now. Oh, excuse me. Wish I brought a drink with me now. Usually do, but today I'm very unprepared. So I mentioned yesterday how I liked those spindly branches here. See if I can get them going a bit here. I'm using blue actually, and it's quite nice for the branches. I think they look quite realistic. The spindly branches with my left hand, because it's not so steady as the right hand, which is my dominant hand, giving this nice effect. So I quite like that. Not sure what that is there. Bring that down a bit more. What I wanted to put on there is some ducks. Got a lot of wild ducks down here. They've flown off now for the day, or down to the next pond. Further down we've got another pond. There's a building, a farm building over here, and this in the distance is a wind turbine, which they actually took the, I don't know what you call the wings, there's three, on these huge wind turbines there's three big propellers. Yesterday they took those away from there, so now there's none, but I actually did that with the propellers on. Also I showed you the buzzard, which is going to feature better than that, but I might have to use my right hand to get more detail on him. I'm using my lovely little watercolour set here. It's a tiny little box, look, you can see my hand. It's very tiny, but it's a lovely little travel one, and I can pop it in my purse, my bag. This is yellow ochre. So what I want to do is, dare I do it with my left hand? I don't want to spoil it, you see. There. You can hear the farm dogs barking as they went past in an open truck. One of the farmers drives past quite frequently with his dogs hanging out at the back. They're always barking when they go past. You see, as I tell you, sorry, I'm getting my words muddled up. As I showed you earlier, in the distance it's all farmland. But just 2 miles down the road I've got the seaside, which is wonderful. It's very rural round here, but also we've got fantastic, rough, rugged seascape. No, not seascape. Oh, there's a spider coming down there. There's a spider coming down from the roof, sorry. Been distracted. Yes, I've got the seaside next to me. I'm often down there painting when I'm not up here, but I'm quite often up here making the most of it this morning. I think I'll take a break with that because it's hard holding the camera still, and like I said before, I should have been prepared. I brought my little tripod, but hey, can't think of everything. I don't know if you can see the spider. There's a spider hanging down, maybe not. He's so tiny, it's just balanced on this little silk thread. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you so much for watching. And I hope this inspires you to get your paints out. And like me, if you can't draw and paint, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Because that's my left hand studies. Please subscribe, it helps build my little channel here. It's totally free and it will tell you or warn you when my next video's out. Thank you for watching. Bye then.